Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Srinivas Bhattini, Professor of Chemistry in Sri Academy, Hyderabad. In the last video, we have discussed the namings of ketones, haldehydes, and acids. So today, especially naming carboxylic acid. What are the namings? Namings of carboxylic acid derivatives. Carboxylic acid derivatives. Carboxylic acid derivatives. Mainly, the 6 common derivatives are there. From carboxylic acids, we can divide it mainly the 6 common groups derived from carboxylic acids are salts. One is the salts. Second one is the anhydride. Anhydrides. And third one is the esters. And fourth one is the halides. Which halides? Acyl halides. We can say acyl halides. Acyl halides. Fifth one is the amides. Amides. And sixth one is the nitrile. So all these are acid derivatives. How can you give the namings? Among all these things, the most important are salts and esters. Salts and esters are very, very important. These are salts and esters we have to discuss. Salts of carboxylic acid. Salts of carboxylic acid. Salts of carboxylic acid. Salts of carboxylic acid. The salts are named with the cation. Whatever the salts are there, sodium chloride, in that sodium is the cation. So like here also, the salts are named with the cation first. All the salts is equal to cation. Cation, you have to remember. Salts are named with cation first, followed by the anion, name of the carboxylic acid. Where ic acid, we know the ic acid. The ic acid is replaced by 8. Ic acid. Ic acid is replaced by 8. So cation and 8 we have to remember. Oic acid, for example, O8. So you have to remember the salts will come first, then acid will come last. The salts are called cations and acids are O8, oic acid, O8. So for example, acetic acid becomes acetate. Butanoic acid becomes butanoate. Cyclohexane carboxylic acid becomes cyclohexane carboxylate. For example, acetic acid. Acetic acid formula is CH3COOH. This is the acetic acid. Ethanoic acid. IUPAC name is the ethanoic acid. So this is the carboxylic acid derivative. What is the salt? This one? The salt is CH3COONA. This is the salt. Salt. The cation will come first. The cation name is the sodium. Sodium salts. Sodium salt. Mean sodium is a salt that we can say sodium. And next, oic acid, that is the acetate, O-A-T-E. So if you can say that acetic acid becomes what? Sodium acetate. We can say acetic acid becomes sodium will come first. Sodium, oic acid become acetate. Sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. Sodium acetate. Like that, we can say butanoic acid. For example, butanoic acid. So, butanoic acid means CH3, CH3, CH2, COOH. This is called butanoic acid. If we can write butanoic acid, if we can write the butanoic acid formula of salts of butanoic acid, so that is the CH3, CH2, COOK. For example, K is also potassium. So now the salts will come first. Potassium, butanoate, because potassium butanoate, like that too. Sodium acetate, sodium butanoate, sodium pentanoate, sodium hexanoate, like that too. Potassium butanoate, potassium ethanoate, potassium hexanoate. So you can write any other names up to 10. 3 carbons, 2 carbons, ethanoic acid, sodium acetate, potassium acetate. 3, sodium propanoate, potassium propanoate. Like that you can write many salts name. No confusion, if any salts. Okay, that are about the salts. And number 2 is the esters. Salts are completed. Now esters. So esters are named as organic salts. That is, the alkyl name comes first. Alkyl, in that alkyl group will come first. Alkyl come first, followed by the name of the carboxylate anion. First of all, that is a common abbreviation. We can, that COH is the acid group. We can make common name is just like the COOR. So alkyl will come first. Alkyl, R is the alkyl. So alkyl. For example, we can write the RCOOR. So mean COO, that is what? Carboxylate. So we can write this group is called the carboxylate. And alkyl, so this is the alkyl group. So carboxylate group, alkyl group. Carboxylate group, alkyl group. And the R group, alkyl alkanoate, because this is the alkanoate. This one is the alkanoate. So alkanoate, carboxylate, alkyl. Carboxylate, COO group. R group, alkyl alkanoate. So simply alkanoate. Okay, so alkanoate. So alkanoate, alkyl alkanoate. Understand? This is the alkanoate, alkyl group, carboxylate. So combined it. So alkyl alkanoate. That name is, this name is simply alkyl alkanoate. Alkanoate. 8 alkanoate. Alkanoate. RCOO. Alkanoate. Carboxylate. So example, we can replace the R, CH3, COO. Simply replace the CH3, COO, or CH3, for example. So tell me that this one, alkyl means methyl, methanoate, methyl methanoate, ethyl ethanoate, butyl butanoate, pentyl pentanoate, methyl methanoate, methyl methanoate. If you can remove, this is the methyl methanoate. If you can write CH3, CH2, CH3, COO, CH2, CH2, CH3. So now, how can you write this one? How can you write this one? So here we can write here methyl, 2 carbons are there. Here, not methyl. We can write ethanoate, not methyl. So methyl ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate. You can write methyl, 2 carbons, not single carbon. So you remove this one, ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate. Now this one is the propyl butanoate. Mean 1 carbon is in this carbon, in carboxylate 1 carbon is there, alkyl group containing the 1 carbon. So this is the methyl. So if 2 carbons are there, ethyl. So this is only 1 carbon. Okay, methyl ethanoate. Like that, propyl butanoate, because this is the propyl group and 1 more carbon is present in the acid. So total number of carbons are 4. So we can say butanoate, propyl butanoate. Okay, if similarly like that, if one is one more example, I will tell you one more example. CH3, CH2, COO, CH2, CH2, CH3, for example, only CH3. So now what is the name? So here only methyl is there. Methyl butanoate, methyl butanoate. So this is the methyl butanoate. Methyl 1, 2, 3. Propanoate, methyl propanoate. Propanoate. So 2 carbons. This is ethyl group and 1 more carbon, propyl and 8. So methyl propanoate, methyl propanoate, methyl propanoate. So these are the general examples. But in your examination point of view, so they will ask you this type of question. So what is the name? You have to give me. You have to give the name. So I will write the structure. So this is the structure. Okay. This is called the benzene ring. So benzene ring. CH2, okay, mean benzoic acid, and so what is this name? Not the benzene, hexane, simply. So one is the phenyl acetic acid, CH3COO, for example. This group is the acetic acid group. Acetic acid group. This is the phenyl group. Phenyl group. This is hexane group, hexane, alkyl group, hexane group, cyclohexyl. So what is the name? This one we can say. So the name, so phenyl acetic acid cyclohexyl ester. We can phenyl acetic acid cyclohexyl ethyl ester. Phenyl acetic acid, cyclohexyl ester. Phenyl acetic acid, cyclohexyl ester. So you can write like this. This one you can write like this. Phenyl acetic acid, cyclohexyl ester. So other examples, I will give you one more example, that is if number of functional groups are there. For example, if alkenes are there, hydroxy groups are, how can you give the name? For example, this one is the CH2 double bond CH. Okay, CH2 double bond CH, and this is the ester group. Okay, ester group, and similarly that containing the again CH double bond CH2. Mean both side CH double bond CH2. So how can you give this name? How can you give? So here both are what are they? One so how can you give this name? Acrylic acid, vinyl ester. What is the name? Acrylic acid, vinyl ester. So this part is the what? Acrylic acid. Acrylic acid. This part is the vinyl ester. Vinyl ester. So vinyl ester, acrylic acid, vinyl ester. Vinyl ester. So another name is vinyl propanoate. We can write vinyl propanoate. Vinyl group is there. Prop means two. Three groups are there. Prop. So two position. Enoate. So vinyl propanoate mean at the two position containing the eight. So vinyl group. This is the vinyl group. So this is the 1, 2 position containing the enoate. Vinyl propanoate. So we can give the namings like this: acrylic acid, vinyl esters. IUPAC name is the vinyl propanoate. This type of questions will come in the examination. And one more example in cyclic compound I will give you. One more example. If you take the cyclic compound of this compound and OH hydroxy compound, okay, and one ester, you have to take ester group. Okay, this is the OCH3C. So what is this name? How can you write this name? So hydroxy group is there. So you can give the namings first of all. How can you give the naming? 1, 2, 3. So ring is first of all preference. So this one is not included. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 hydroxy. You can say 3 hydroxy. Cyclopentane carboxylic acid. Because this is the carboxylic acid. So we can write the carboxylic acid. Cyclopentane 3 hydroxy. Cyclopentane carboxylic acid. Which ester? Methyl group is there. Methyl ester. So this is the IUP is name of the ester group. Ester. So 3-hydroxy cyclopentane carboxylic acid methyl ester. Methyl ester. So these are the especially salts as well as the esters of acid derivatives. Okay. And okay, now acid halides. Acid halide. So example CH3, CH2, CO, Cl or Br. So how many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. So propanyl chloride, propanyl bromide. So simply propanyl chloride. Propanyl chloride. If one methyl is there, for example, CH3, Br, for example. So now how can you do this one? So 1 to 2 position containing the methyl. So 2-methyl butanyl chloride, for example. One more, propanyl chloride. 2-methyl propanyl chloride. 2-methyl, simple, propanyl bromide. Propanyl bromide. So this is about the acid chloride, simple acid chloride. And acetic anhydride. How can you write the acetic anhydride? Acetic anhydride. So very well example, you know that acetic anhydride, simple acetic anhydride. Everybody can knows that one. Acetic anhydride. COCH3. COCH3. This is called the acetic anhydride. So how can you give that this name? So simply 1, 2 carbons are there. Ethanoic anhydride. Simple. Ethanoic anhydride. Ethanoic anhydride. Ethanoic anhydride. Ethanoic anhydride. So common name is the acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. If one more carbon, one more methyl carbon, for example, CO, CH2, CH3. So total 3 carbons are there. Ethanoic anhydride. Now this one is called the propanoic anhydride. Propanoic anhydride. Simple. Propanoic anhydride. Propanoic anhydride. Propanoic anhydride. Mean propanoic anhydride. Simple. Propanoic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. Ethanoic anhydride. So this is about the acid halide and anhydride, acetic anhydride. For example, if both are not in symmetrical way, unsymmetrical structure, one is propyl, another one is the methyl, for example this one. So how can you use this name? How can you use this name? So simply ethanoic, propanoic anhydride. So one is the ethanoic, another one is the propanoic anhydride. So this name is the ethanoic, propanoic anhydride. Anhydride mean unsymmetrical acetic anhydride. So one side is the chain is the higher, one side is the lower. Mean one is the 2 carbon, another end is the 3 carbon molecule, another end is the 2 carbon molecule. This is the unsymmetrical acetic anhydride. Okay. Now we will see that next amides. We see the amides. So how can you write the amides? Amides, example, we will discuss the 2-3 amides. amides. So amides. So example, CH3, CO, and H2. This is two carbons are there, CH3, COO, and H2. So 1, 2, ethanamide. We can say ethanamide. Ethanamide. If one carbon is there, how can you? H, CO, and H2. Formamide. If 3 carbons are there, this is called propanamide. Propanamide, ethanamide, butanamide, pentanamide. If we can take here, for example, we can write the here one substituent, Br. So 1, 2, 2 bromo, propanamide, 2 bromo, propanamide, 2 bromo propanamide. So these are the some amides, and if you take in the secondary amines, how can you give the namings of secondary amines? So both sides alkyl groups are there. How can you give that name? That is also important in examination point of view. Primary amines are that one, and secondary amines, for example. So N containing the, like this, for example, NCH2, CH3. You can write like CH2, CH3. So how can you give this name? N, both sides are same. N diethyl or diethyl, or what is the name? This is the N-ethyl, N-diethyl amide. Diethyl. So there is no, this is amide, diethyl amide. So if you write in the amide structure, this is the amide group. Sorry, this is the amide. So we can write the amide. So how can you write the amide? CH3, CH2, CO, N. So CH3, CH3. For example, this one. So N mean 2 methyls are dimethyl, N dimethyl, 1, 2, 3. Propanamide, N comma N dimethyl, propanamide, amide. So this is the amide group, propanamide. So N dimethyl propanamide. If only, for example, CH3, CH2, CO, and CH2, CH3. So now this one, N-ethyl propanamide, N-ethyl propanamide, N-ethyl propanamide. So only one. So N-ethyl propanamide, N dimethyl propanamide. So these are the acid amides names. Okay. Today we have completed the acid derivatives like salts, esters, acid halides, and amides, anhydrides. Okay. So thank you very much. We will discuss in the next class, that is about aromatic compound, namings of aromatic compounds. Okay. So please see that video. That is very, very important, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you.